Hello and thanks for tuning in to Me and My Golf, and it's Monday after the Open. Now,
Yes.
we don't know who's won yet.
This is
Everyone who's
obviously
watching
pre-recorded.
this does know.
Yes.
So, who do you think won?
I'm going to go with, this is my post-pre pick. I'm going to go with Poulter. I think Poulter's going to do all right. He actually really likes Birkdale. He did finish second last time when he played there 2008, so I'm going to go with him.
Okay, Potter, I'll go Garcia because I always do. So, look, hope you enjoyed the Open. I'm sure it was fantastic. Now, obviously, we are here ready to go to the Open. So we're at West Lancs Golf Club, which is in Southport, which is literally 5 minutes away from Birkdale. It's where they play one of the final qualifiers. It's a fantastic golf course. We're going to play it tomorrow, so you'll see some clips on our social, maybe look back on our Instagram feed. And big thanks to everyone here, Gavin, the head professional, all of the team. The members have been very, very friendly, and the golf course, as I say, is really,
It's
really
well
good.
worth a play if you're up in this area, so make sure you come and visit.
It is indeed, yes. So Andy, Impact Show, Monday. What are we
Impact
talking
show.
about?
Well, look, the Open tends to get people into the game and sort of sparks a bit of motivation for people. We're going to show you today and talk about some simple ways to knock 5 shots off your handicap. It sounds a lot, but we think we can do it. Don't go anywhere. Let's take charge of your game. So one of the first things that we do when a student comes to us for a golf lesson is we measure and test their strike. It's so important that you understand where you're hitting it on the face so you can actually become more efficient when it comes to striking the golf ball. Look, with the driver, what we recommend that you do is either get some foot spray from the local chemist or some face tapes from your professional shop and simply hit some shots. Hit some shots and have a look at where your contact is. You might find that your heel bias or toe bias or a little bit scattered, but what this will do, it'll give you feedback and awareness actually of where you need to improve. And from here, it's a starting point to actually just finding the middle. And finding the middle on the driver especially is so key, because if you're slightly toe side, it's going to produce that curvature to the left. If you're slightly heel side, it's going to cause that curvature to the right if you're a right-handed golfer. So measure the strike and it's going to make a big difference.
Now with the iron, when we're on the golf course with clients, Andy, we see it a lot that they hit a shot and we say, well, how was that? And they will say, oh, it was okay, it was pretty good. And then you look at the result and it's like short right or short left or just misses the green, and the contact was average. But for a lot of golfers, that's good enough. Now, if you were to understand actually what a pure strike was, getting a purer contact, that shot that actually missed the green probably will have hit the green or at least been closer to the hole. So it's really important that you understand how good is your strike and then how to improve it. So we use a fantastic drill. We've got this from Martin Hall. Spray a line on the floor, either with some spray paint or a chalk line. Put the golf ball on top of that line and hit shots. Now straight away you'll get the feedback. Are you interacting the club with the ground before the white line? A lot of people do this. Now straight away you may hit a shot which feels pretty good, and then you look down the ground and you see you're an inch before the line effectively. So straight away that's got to tell you that you need to be better at that discipline. Now the good thing is, how do we train this? Well, the best way to train this is put the line down and hit shots off that line. So just get good at producing a ball divot contact or just a ball and divot starting at the same time. It's definitely going to help that ball striking, definitely going to help you hit more greens.
Manage your expectations. Now this is a huge one amongst golfers, something that we see so often, Pierce. Look, if you're an 18 handicap, 20 handicap, whatever your handicap, if you, let's say, play once a week with no practice, you turn up to the first tee in a medal on a Saturday, you don't warm up, you get on the tee, hit one bad shot off the first tee, and then you're annoyed. You're annoyed that you hit the bad shot. You've had no prep, no practice in the week, but your expectations are that you're going to hit a good shot. So I think, look, managing your expectations are so key, because if you're expecting to hit a good shot and not hit any bad shots on the golf course, you are going to be disappointed. Now the problem is with this, Pierce, as well, is that when golfers hit bad shots, a lot of golfers tend to think, well, they shouldn't hit them. Okay, now that's a dangerous thing, because if they think they shouldn't hit them and they start hitting bad shots, how are they going to feel? You're going to feel disappointed, you're going to feel angry, you're going to feel annoyed. And the problem is with that, when you're in that sort of state, you are not going to play good golf. So I think so key, if you can understand, well, look, what are my expectations? I'm going to hit bad shots. Every time you go out there, you're going to hit bad shots. Every time. The best players in the world are going to do that too. So if you can understand and acknowledge that before you go out there, when a bad shot comes along, you're not so annoyed, you're not so bad. And you can sort of say, well, okay, there's I'm expecting that. A bad shot's there, let's move on to the next, forget about that and carry on. And if you can do that and manage that, your golf game will get better. time and time again, Pierce, I see annoyed golfers when they hit a bad shot, and you think, well, what are their expectations? What are they thinking they're trying to do? And this feeds nicely actually into the next part, actually, which is what golfers do when they hit a bad shot and what they're trying to do, Pierce.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, as you said, Andy, look, it's inevitable you're going to hit bad shots. Now, a big problem is for people, especially who are interested in technique, if they hit a bad shot, let's say they're slicing it, you know, they want to then work at stopping that slice when they're playing golf. Now, that can work, and we'll show you how that can work in a moment, but imagine this, if you're on the first tee, you slice into the trees, by the time you get to the second tee, you're working at your grip. By the time you slice it again, and then you get to the third tee, and then you work at your posture, and you slice it again. You know, if you keep working at a different thing on every hole, or even multiple things on the same hole, how can you really be effective on putting a good score down on your scorecard? So you're not able to manage your game when you're out there if you're thinking too much on technique. The only way I would say that you could work at your technique when you're hitting bad shots on the golf course is that if your bad shot is a slice, but you have a specific drill that you've worked at with your coach, or a specific drill that we've told you that has worked for you, and you know that you can change the ball flight, then that is fine. So basically what we're saying is, if you have got a bad shot, work out how to fix it. Go and book a lesson or watch some of our videos on that topic, and then try the drills that can stop the slice. And once you're confident on the range, you know how to hit a slice and then stop it on the next shot, then you can then work at your golf swing on the golf course. But if you don't know how to fix your slice, please do not work at it, just allow for it. So just tee up on the right hand side and whack it down the left hand side.
I think it's a great point.
If you want to talk about reducing your handicap, we have to talk about putting. Andy, so many people waste shots on the putting green because their distance control is pretty awful on a lot of occasions. So there are some simple steps that you can do. We've got a game here we're going to show you can use when you're warming up that is really going to help key you in to your distance control. But just getting out on the golf course and playing golf by yourself, learning the greens that you're of your local golf course, is really going to help with reducing those 3-putts. Now, we have a simple game. We have a driver which is about 1 pace behind the hole. You can work out the yardage yourself on these. We've got 5 golf balls approximately 5 feet apart. Andy's going to start off on ball number 1. Now, the objective is for Andy to be level par after this game. Let's have a go at this one, Andy. Okay, so he holds it. That means he is now 1 under par. Now, if he leaves it short or he hits the club, that's a bogey. He's 1 over par. If he hits the ball anywhere between pin high to the hole and short of the golf club, that is a par. That was not the best of putts, but it's actually not, it was a pretty attacking putt, which is good, but that's a par still, so he's still 1 under par. He's on track. I'll move that out of the way, just in case he hits another one that way. He gets a little bit of a lip out and he's okay. He's just hit the club there, so that means he is now back to level par. He's doing it all for the camera. He's doing it all for show and drama. But as he goes further away now, he's having to hit different paces every single time. Much better putt, much more controlled. He's still level par. This is to finish off and complete the game. If he does this, he can go home. Needs to stop.
Of course.
It by 1
of course.
centimetre, of course. Now, what you can do with this, you can vary this. You can go from 5 positions, but start at position 5, then go to 3, then go to 4. So you can mix this up, so you're always challenging your ability to get good distance control. Andy, just about
that was I went fast there. Obviously, take your time when you're doing that. Stick with your pre-shot routine, and maybe you'll get under par. Pierce.
Yes.
What is your number?
85.
85.
Yes. What's yours?
Mine is 73.
73.
73. What's your number? Now, if you don't know the answer to that question, it's really important because it means that you aren't really going to maximise your potential for scoring. Now, when we talk about that, it's really what is your number within the 100-yard mark, isn't it, Pierce? What shot would you like to have in if you are inside 100 yards? And I think this really plays a big part, Pierce, especially on par 5s, doesn't it? When golfers are leaving, they've got a long shot in second shot, they might not be able to reach, they pull out the 3-wood and just hit it and hope they get somewhere close without really thinking about their next shot. So, and they may leave themselves then with, let's say, a 30-yard shot, which they absolutely hate.
Rubbish at it.
They hate, and they're rubbish at it. So, you know, if you think about this, if you would like to leave yourself a good shot inside 100 yards, what would it be? And I think if you don't know the answer to it, you need to go and practice. And this is something that we've done, practice, so we actually know what our ideal yardage is, don't we?
I think you're absolutely right. So So there's two things that you need to do here. You obviously need to understand how to do that when you play, so to leave that yardage for you, whether it be like Andy says, laying up on a par 5 or hacking out the rough like maybe on the 10th here at West Lancs. And then you then obviously need to practice what is your number. So there's so many ways you can do this, but literally go to a field, go to the golf course, put a few golf balls down, hit some shot swap, feel mini swings, and then see how far they've gone. Just go and pace it out. And that's the simplest way of doing it.
You may, some people feel more confident hitting a 100-yard shot over a 50-yard shot. So it makes sense to leave yourself the 100-yard shot a lot more over the 50. And this might even apply on a short par 4.
Yep.
Whatever the hole may be, leave yourself that number, because if you leave yourself that number, your confidence is going to be up, and there's a higher chance that you're going to make a better score. So yours is at an 85 yards, which we have here, which is perfect at West Lancs Golf Club, over the bunker.
Yes.
This is the number that you feel you've got the best chance possible to get it close.
Getting close, yeah. So let's just see if I can get it within 20 feet. That's what I'm looking to do when I'm playing these shots.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just get straight into it.
So no pressure then, Pierce.
No pressure.
This is your number. I'm expecting this with inside 20 feet, no problem at all.
Okay. A little bit left of the flag, drifting in off the breeze.
Very nice.
Yeah, it might be about 20 feet short, but maybe a little bit more breeze than I thought there. But again, I'm playing to the strategy that I wanted to play to, and that for me is a success.
And you've got a birdie opportunity there.
I have indeed.
Good. Okay guys, look, I hope that helps. Some great points there, that if you follow each of the points that we've talked about, you will shoot lower scores. But it's a matter of identifying these and just working at each of them. So I think, look, if one of these is something that you identify with, post any questions and comments down below, and hope that helps. Right, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to post any comments or questions down below, and we'll save those 5 shots in just 5 minutes. Okay, also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's for free.
Yes, and if you're new to the game, a complete beginner, then make sure you check out our website. We've got so much content going on there to help beginners this month. So maybe if you are a beginner, go and check it out, or if you're not, go and tell your friends. Click the link in the corner right there, and it'll take you straight to it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.